Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone Battle Royale, and a nice squad victory with me, Andy and Keith. And I think in this one, I think we get about 15 kills between us. I think I get 7, I think Andy gets 5, and I think Keith gets 3. But we had real good fun. So straight away, circle, you can see D23E style, which means basically jump as far from the plane as you can get, preferably to somewhere that isn't named. Now, I think we end up going to Quarry, which isn't ideal, but it's a long way away, because the idea is people are attracted to places that are close to the flight path to start off with, and then they're also attracted to places that have names with. So if you can avoid that, however, when you're playing squads, you need to find enough gear for all 3 of you to get kitted up. So we go here now. I can actually hear somebody by me at this point. There's ones in the building, and then it turns out, as you see, I see this guy here who's running on top of the little like porter cabin thing, and then we kind of get in a little battle really. Keith goes down, and Andy pushes and gets a couple of kills. I think I help him finish off this guy here. Nice. Yeah. And then I'm convinced there's a guy still in that little porter cabin. I don't know how he got out, because I was keeping an eye on him all the time. So we do a combat assault between us on this porter cabin, and as you'll see, it's completely empty. Whoops. So what I'm kind of trying to show you with this video is the way that we use the circle. So picking up a supply drop here, a random one that's come in, so I can pick up my M4, and then as we're running off to sort of go to the next place, Keith has respawned in and he's picking up some of the bits, and then what happens is another team rolls up on him and starts to engage him. And he runs inside a little house, and Andy then starts engaging the team. But because I flanked wide and I'm up on a hill, that gives me an opportunity to take my time with a rocket shot, wait for them to retreat back towards the vehicle, and then hit the vehicle with the RPG, which explodes and kills all of them. Which is a really cool tactic. It only really works though on these kind of smaller like jeeps, not the Land Rover types jeeps. You'll see it go up with a big bang. Wow. Which is great. Land Rover type jeeps, you can't really do that unless the Land Rover's already damaged. Similarly, trucks, they won't blow up unless they're already damaged with the RPG. Yeah, so the idea is, you'll see in a minute, we're kind of going through. We're on the edge again. We're always playing the edge of the circle, and a team's chasing us. So again, we lay in wait on the edge of the circle, and then we finish them off. So that's kind of another little trick you can do is teams, when they're getting towards the edge of the circle and the gas is coming in, they're often not really scanning the environment as they should do. Often they're just sprinting, trying to stay alive. And the whole point of, I call it D23. That's a holdover from PUBG. It's all to do with playing the edge of the circle. Now, here, my idea was to stop here, but Andy points at the fact that Sniper's been looking at us, so we shouldn't really stop there. So we can't play the edge of the circle. We go into this petrol station because it's the only place where we can get some cover that's close. But then we hold here, and we're very lucky the fact that the circle keeps closing in on us, and although we can hear people outside, it's only when these guys sort of come up and try and get us that, and we finish them off, and I manage to set myself on fire with my own Molotov cocktail then. So we're in a really good position now. The circle again has been kind to us. We're on the edge of the circle, and we're just running into kind of the end game now. And when you're playing squads or solos, a real valid way of playing is to jump as far as you can from the aeroplane, so you can loot up in peace. Play the edge of the circle, play the edge of the circle, play the edge of the circle, and then in the last sort of 3 circles, what you're really looking for is nice strong cover that you can move to, because you don't want to have to be in the final circles running into circles. Because everybody's going to be looking forward to you. So at that point, sometimes you have to find somewhere mid-circle to hole up on to hold and then wait for that opportunity into the final circles. Now when you move into the final circles, a really important thing is not to look towards the middle of the circle, because everybody's going to be playing the edge, but look to the sides, look to the flanks, and you see that's what I'm doing in a second. However, I'm very lucky in the fact that Keith gets, I think he gets 2 kills in a second, he wins us the victory. But what happens is they push towards the middle of the circle, and this is the final one, so it's disappearing, and I push round the side with the idea of picking up any, I swap my RPG for nice little submachine gun there, the old dry heat, very effective at close ranges. And so I'm just looking just to see if I can pick up anybody from the sides, but already the guys, bang, we've got the Warzone victory. So there we go, jump far, play the edge until the end circles, and then try moving in and taking the centre ground and holding that, and then moving on. So there we go, right, a nice little Warzone victory. Thank you very much to Keith and Andy for taking us through that one. It was an awful lot of fun, as Warzone is. It's brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. So, if you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
How do you see?
He'll tell us in a minute.
Not bad for our first ever game.
Oh, how many did it say? I didn't see.
I'm up for one more and then I'm going to bed.
I've got to go to bed. I've got to get up early. I've got to get
Yeah,
back.
I'm going to leave it there as well, Andy.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Game, mate.
Well
Thanks
done.
for helping us over, Rob.
Hey, no, you guys did it. Right. Laters, night, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Bye.